You are listening to the 52-week money challenge right here on Money FM radio. And just now, I should actually mention that we started with this year. As the year started, we began to save. So if you're just joining us, it's the 52-week money challenge. So this week, we are in week 9, and we are saving in multiples of 10 as usual. But for this particular week, we are actually doing it in a bit over 90 kwacha, 900 and 900,000 kwacha. I should say, as long as it's in 9, it's up to how much you earn. So basically, 90 kwacha, 900 and 9,000 kwacha. I actually met a lady who was telling me, I've seen your videos and I've started saving. And guess what she told me? So she told me that this week she's introduced her small girl. I think the girl is actually 5. Yeah, so she's introduced her small girl, and that small girl is saving a 9 kwacha, I mean. So I hope they will join us. They promised that they will join us, and that she'll actually comment on the comment section. If you do want to call me, it's 077-1616-290. That, of course, happens to be the number that you are calling me on, just so we can continue to discuss how is it going for you. Well, also in that week where people have gotten paid, so people have money. People have gotten paid. For others, maybe pretty much could have been paid last week. So people could have been paid last week, and others have been paid this week, and others are yet to be paid. But basically, this is the pay week. So people are getting paid. I might want to know, what's your option? What will you opt to do? Are you going to save in advance, which I think for me is working out well? So I think I've done all types of saving. I think as we started the Money Saving platform, I started by saving every week. And then I realized how much pressure it was putting on me. And I thought, why don't I begin to save monthly? So as we speak today, I think I've removed all that I'm supposed to save for the entire month. So all I did was I calculated how much we'll need to pay every week. For instance, next week will be week 10, and obviously we'll be getting into 10, 10, 10. So depending on how much you're saving every month, you might also want to follow my my way of saving, where of course you begin to save monthly. I always forget, but I usually put my piggy bank somewhere near where I want to come and show people. But I've also been introduced to another good saving, which of course you can actually get to save by investing also. I think Stella Sata should be here to also add her thoughts on that. I think what during the week I was advised that could you save in maybe an investment that will maybe help you to grow that money. But that's where we get to discuss. Of course, Stella should be joining us next week pretty much soon. So tell us how you've been doing it, what your challenges have been, and what you opt to do this week. How has it been? How challenging has it been? And also, how have you done your budgeting, as well as plans for the 52-week money challenge? Have you found a way of ensuring that your cash flow does not run out? What ways have you put in place to ensure that as the money goes on increasing, you don't just end up dropping up? I know that it could actually be difficult, because at some point you will discover that the more we go, I think the more money you begin to save. So where will you get that cash? What are your plans? And of course, how have you done your budgeting this month? Are you going to bring all of the money, half of the money? How are you going to do your saving? It's the 52-week money challenge. And of course, for comments, if you want to call me directly, it's 077 1616290. I do see a comment from Doreen saying she's watching, and of course, do tell us how your saving is going by. So you might as well just share with us what your experience has been. What if you've not joined? I think that is the question that comes most of the time. What if you've not joined? Is it too late for you to join? So what did I do when I was telling a certain lady named Constance? So Constance was very eager to want to join. So Constance tells me that she wants to join. Is she too late? So how did we count just for the sake of the people that would want to join? So Constance doesn't earn huge sums of money. So what did I tell her? Constance, we started off with a very small amount. We started off with a 10 kwacha. From 10, we went to 20 the second week. From 20, we went to 30 kwacha the other week. From 30, we went to 40 kwacha. We went to 50 kwacha. It was 60 kwacha, 70, 80, and guess what? We're in the 90. In that week where we saved 90 kwacha, 900 and 9,000, 900,000, the list is endless. So she was like, so you mean when I just saved that, then I've joined? And I was like, automatically that makes you join. So she was very excited. So she joined just like that. But of course, Constance does not make so much money. So I told her, you have to make plans on how you make your money. Of course, get to increase your money. We do have NLSC Ella. Is it Ella or Elita? It's Ella Sinikweka Oma saying the challenge has been okay on my part. So far, so good. I'm mostly saving in advance. So for a week, she's mostly saving in advance for a few weeks. So the last time I saved was last week. No, was week 6. I saved up to week 10. Wow. That's actually beautiful. So from week 10, I will save up to week 15. It gives me enough time to find money. Exactly. I think that's what we're talking about today. Enough time to find money, enough strategy, plans, budgeting ways. And today I was looking at the 50, 20, 30 budgeting style. So of course the 50-30 week, the 50-30-20 style of budgeting basically just allows one to plan nicely on how you're going to budget. Let's say this week, I know people are going to be dealing with needs. They've got rentals to pay. I know people are going to be dealing with tuition fees for students in colleges. People will be paying school fees. People will be paying electricity bills. People who have broadcast bills, of course, that's in terms of people that pay for TV, stuff like that. So how do you do it? So for me, I had to sit down with myself and obviously just, give myself the 50, 20, 30, 20 ratio. And I said, okay, so let me use my 50% on my needs. So once my needs were catered for, I said, okay, on the 30%, on the needs, do I really need this right now? Can I go without makeup? Can I do without a wig? Can I just go natural? What should I do to actually make sure I remain in the game? Because you really need to remain in the game. So that's what I did. I was like, okay, these needs, no, these ones will not wake. So let me just, try and save up. And I'm very much interested and inspired by the fact that we do have people saving for a few more weeks. I think it eases down on the pressure. So for me, like I said today, I just said, you know what? Yeah, I know. It's very much interesting, the 50-30 ratio. Very interesting, I tell you. You begin to question yourself nicely. Say, do I really need this? Do I really need this right now? Do I really need the wig? Do I really need these shoes? Can I do with the pair of shoes I have? I know I'm a fashion freak. Can I actually try and reduce on the savings? What's my needs for this month? Do I really need to buy more of the Millie Meal? If I'm alone, how much do I need to use? How much can I cut on? So it's definitely teaching me to do that because I really want to stay in the game. So what did I do? I think for me, I began to save. I think beginning this particular month, of course, in the past month that we've gone, I said, why don't I save every month, like all of it, so that by next month, I should start dealing with something else. So basically, that's my resolution. I would really want to know what has been your resolution in the 52-week money challenge. Call me on 07716162990, or better still, send me a comment right here, and obviously we'll definitely get to talk about how it's been going, the 52-week money challenge. So what have been your goals? So other questions that people have asked me along the way are that Stephanie, what if you want to pull out before the 52-week money challenge? And obviously, my answer has always been, look at how far you've come from the first week to now, and what is your goal basically for saving in the 52-week money challenge. It's kind of easy to want to just pull out of nowhere. I mean, who doesn't want to get money? Knowing that you've got money somewhere, especially if you're keeping it at home, you're keeping it in a certain box like me. I think I should be breaking down my piggy bank and obviously putting it into an account so that, I just forget about it, because there's always that temptation that tells you, you don't have talk time. Let's get to open that bank, open it. So you have to struggle with yourself. And other people have opted to give those people that they trust. Let's say if you trust your mother more, if you trust your husband, if you trust your sisters, and you've given them that money to keep because you know they will keep for you. Tell me what your challenges have been. I think I do have a few minutes to go. So if you've got any challenges, or if you've made it, let's not just base our discussion on the challenges. If you've made it, like is it NS who actually says she has saved up to week 10, and obviously we're in week 9, so next week she'll be thinking of going up to week 15, which is what we want to hear basically. So whether you've joined now or you've not started, I think for you, you just have to get there. She says also, when it comes to saving, you need to know that you need to know what your weaknesses are. If you are unable to keep your money to yourself, find a way to place them, that money, where it's not easily accessible. I think that's the thing, I tell you, because if you have a money weakness, and there's no such thing as if you have a money weakness, because I believe that at some point, everyone falls weak with money. I should tell you, challenges happen every single day, and they will force you to want to just remove some money off it. People get sick on a daily basis. And so that's why I think normalize having an emergency account as well. Away from the 52-week money challenge, I should actually say it's not an emergency fund. It's you saving for something you want to do. Let's say you want to start a business. I think you could actually save for that. So there's no way you would take away emergency from that money. So you should actually familiarize yourself with making an emergency saving account where you're going to save for emergency. So in case of illness, in case of anything that will come across, you should actually have yourself acquainted. So, okay, this is the emergency I was saving for. So saving the 52-week money challenge, is it for emergencies? No way. It's for a goal that you've set. You could have a wedding, maybe planning a wedding, maybe in 2 or 4 years, 3 years. Why not start saving now with the 52-week money challenge? You maybe want to go to school for a long time, and believe me, I know the challenge. Why not join the 52-week money challenge? Maybe don't make it as an emergency for now. If you're saving for school, know what you're doing. Join the 52-week money challenge and begin saving for that school. Don't wait for people to take you there. It's easy when you join the 52-week money challenge. And like I always say, knowing that you are not alone, and knowing that you're with people like us everywhere, like NSC who's saying, I personally are saving I'm personally saving using the Sure Save Zanaco account. That has been helpful for me because there isn't a Zanaco bank where I am, and I don't have access to that money unless I travel. See, so exactly that. And of course, she's saying working on setting an emergency fund this year started last month. I think you are very set for the 52-week money challenge. Honestly, I think you are set because you are separating the emergency fund and just separating savings, which we should actually begin to stress on. So this is not your emergency, and I will emphasize today that it is not your emergency fund saving. It is saving for a goal that you've put. So like I was tracing, you for somebody who wants to go to school, you could be young, 21, 19, and you think you want to go to school, and your major challenge is that there is no money at home. Don't wait for people to take you to school. Do join us on the 52-week money challenge. So like I said, this is week 9. We're saving 9 kwacha, 90 kwacha, 900 kwacha, 9,000 kwacha, 900,000, 900 million, stuff like that. The list is endless. And of course, next week again on the 52-week money challenge, same time on a Thursday. And of course, we definitely will be looking at what week 10 is all about, and of course how week 10 is looking like. For other people that came through to comment, let me just check quick if we do have text messages on the other side. I don't think so, in which we should actually get to wrap up. This has been Stephanie Mtonga. Stay strong. There are more with you than those that are not. Until next week again, let's do this.